Fair warning, $550.
Oh my god. I already missed out on an 85 plus Secret of Mana 2 for freaking $229. Why is the value of this game literally gone? Did this not even get a bid? Why does it say not sold here? Or was this withdrawn? Or did this literally not get a single bid? It could go either way because the minimum is $49. So like that could have just not got a bid.
Fair warning.
Withdrawn? Gotcha.
Next lot.
I feel better that it's withdrawn. You know video game collecting is dead when the only influencer doesn't even show up. I tell you, hey? I tell you. Yeah, all the bidders are in my chat, so they can only bid through osmosis. They can't even... They can't do it anyway, right? I gotta put up the Instagram post here.
Fair warning.
Am I gonna win myself some CIBs? Some CIB Japanese games here?
$70.
What's that, 200 bucks?
Fair warning. 180.
Ooh, there is another person there as well. Yeah, there's another person there as well. I thought maybe it was just me and another. Just a weekly auction. No big one today, Slap Me Silly. Just, this is the weekly auction. Takes place on Heritage Auctions every single week, so...
$190.
Someone's fighting me.
You've been outbid.
Someone's fighting me out here. 239, 5 of them.
Warning.
I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. I think there might just be a bit of value there. I know they're Japanese copies, but it's like, what is that? 229, add on some shipping, maybe 250. You're paying 50 bucks each for CIBs. Like, it's just not, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just not bad pricing at 50 bucks each. Like, I'm surely finding a clean CIB Game Boy Advance Emerald with adapter is going to cost you, you know what I mean? Like, surely. CIB Wave Race. Let me put up the damn Instagram post. Sorry, I got distracted here.
Fair warning.
I got into a bidding war. A spontaneous bidding war to start off the night. Holy smokes, this Tuesday's rolling already, hey? Link, YouTube, there we go.
$200.
Live talking the market. Perfect, perfect.
Fair warning. Next lot.
Put that there.
$750.
One of these. One of those. Some of these. Some of those.
Fair
Done.
Warning. 800.
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, bidding over on Instagram. Secret bids over on Instagram. Let me open a window too, man. It's getting nice out. Is it getting nice out where you guys live too? It is getting nice out. It's like hot in here, man. Factory case pack of 6 on Gauntlet Legends. If you want to get yourself an N64 case pack, 6 copies of Gauntlet Legends. Really funny, actually. The value of factory sealed Gauntlet Legends still kind of sucks ass because there's, you know, an infinite number of copies that exist. But, I have heard, or I've seen, or whatever you want to say here, is that, Gauntlet Legends, the actual cartridge, I think is getting a big boost right now. Yes, look at this, you guys. Look at the price on that. Since September 2025, the price of the cartridge has damn near doubled. Damn near doubled since September, October, which I think... Why aren't you guys showing up on screen here?
Fair warning.
Which I think coincides with the release of the analog or whatever it is, right? The analog NT or the analog, you know what I'm saying? I think that correlates with the release of that. Yeah, streamer, guys on chat. Okay, perfect. You guys should be, there you are. There you guys are. Geez, big delay on that for some reason. I don't know why, there you are. You're on, you guys are here. You guys are here. You see that though? Like, we're talking the cartridge is now $75. Gamer demand has gone through the roof. CIB. Where the heck's the CIB one here? CIB is up to $129. I mean, it hasn't really moved that much, but like Gauntlet Legends has always been an amazing player game, like 4-player N64. It's kind of the peak, whatever you want to say, right? But like, damn, man, that is very, very, very real. This is Animal Crossing, VJ85 Japanese. Very real. Very real. VG Pop Reports, too, with the 5 gifted. I'm sorry, who? I'm sorry, who is this?
Fair warning.
Who's this VG Pop Reports fellow? VGPopReport.com? I'm sorry, who? Let's go, dude, with the 5. Huge, man. Huge with the snipes there. Lonzo HD, Levy Crawfish, XE, Mr. Lucy, and Tatsecurity. Welcome into the Greg Gang. Huge, 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 huge. Do you find price charting best overall for tracking game prices? If you're doing like cartridges, sure. As soon as you get into CIB, as soon as you get into factory sealed, it just gets worse and worse and worse the more conditional nuance that exists. So if you just need a very quick reference price for the cartridge of Gauntlet 64, a very common game, not a lot of conditional nuance, sells lots of times on eBay, sure, Price Charts is a great reference. If you're going to look up even factory sealed copies of Gauntlet, it's a waste of your time. Let me open the window.
Fair warning. $20.
Oh, Misanthropic Deuce. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful Tuesday upon you here. You just have to understand the limitations of price charting. That's all. Yeah, you can get yourself a cartridge for $100, or you can get yourself a factory sealed case. What are they? $150 right there? A little bit over? Yeah, call it $200, right? You can buy a cartridge for $80, or you can buy a factory sealed case of 6 for $200 each. Insane. Absolutely insane. For sealed and graded, you're gonna have to go to the source, slap me. So like, you got to go to Goldin auctions, you got to go to Heritage auctions, you got to use TerraPeak, you got to use eBay solds. Like, you got to go to the source to actually look up sealed and graded sales. Sealed raw, especially because there's so conditional nuance that even if I tell you like, oh, a factory sealed copy of Gauntlet 64 costs $150. Well, you're not going to pay $150 for a copy that I stepped on, right? So even then, you have to actually look at what you're buying as soon as we get into higher prices and more conditional nuance.
$280.
If Goldin cartridge has a blockbuster sticker on it, does it make it more rare or increase the value? No. No. I don't even think you'll find someone actually who would pay more for you. I was going to say you might be able to find someone out there who will pay you more money. I don't think you will. It's neat if you like it, but like it literally just doesn't matter. I find stickers like that to be an eyesore. I find it to be like a stain, you know what I mean? I'm very anti-sticker though, so like, you might find someone. In general, no, it doesn't matter.
$130.
It's supposed to be 90 in Denver next week. Jeez. Yeah, we had some really, really, really cold days here in Canada, or in Saskatchewan, like minus 40. And then, now it's like plus 8 out right now. It's been a wild winter, man. You found factory sealed near mint condition VHS of the 10 Commandments for 49 cents. Should you grade it? Yes. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. You have like 15 N64 cartridges with blockbuster stickers, no luck? Yeah, it just ultimately doesn't matter. Most people would pay more to have like a mint cartridge, right? So you're looking for like a very particular person who might enjoy the blockbuster nostalgia.
Fair warning.
The manga pump. This world isn't ready for the manga pump, Trevor. I've basically stopped the buying. I can't afford manga anymore, dude. I can't afford manga anymore. One announcement there from Jeremy and the prices just went AWOL. It's over. It's absolutely over. If you have some manga, fantastic. If you don't, Jesus, you're paying like 3 times as much as you would have last week. It's crazy. So but of course, today's live market talk brought to you by Goldin Auctions. So huge thanks to them sponsoring tonight. Huge thanks to you guys being here. If you want to consign anything to Goldin Auctions, big auctions coming up in May, I believe will be the next one. So a little bit of time here, but placements are limited. If you want to consign a certain game to the next big auction, if they already have one, they're not going to take another one. So reach out sooner rather than later if you do want to get some stuff sold. Peter at Goldin.com. Yeah. He's beaten any kind of contracts you can get from any other auction house. That's what's on the table right now. Peter at Goldin.com can sign at Goldin Auctions today. Huge thanks, I'm sponsoring.
Fair warning.
You picked up Blue Bottom OPO1 poster for $4,400. Oh my god. One Piece, baby. One Piece. You hope Kirby Collector got that deal? Well, on the Hoshi no Kirby here, the 9.88 Plus for $80, 3DS. 85 Plus qualified on the... Oh, those are the 3DS versions, sorry. I thought there was something there. Mario Superstar and Okami are 9.4s for $139. That is just damn cheap, man. Damn cheap there if you want to... You know what I mean? If you're not super conditional sensitive... Super Mario Sluggers and Okami, both graded, both 9, $139, I tell you. I tell you. To start off the day, of course, I had the thing with Reddit there, the most recent video I did with Henry, just talking about Reddit and trolling and how it's just not, you know, you don't need to engage with trolling both ways. Like, don't troll Reddit, don't get trolled, like, don't care about troll. You know what I mean? Just like, people like that don't fucking matter, right? That was the gist of the video. So, on that though, right? Within that video, I did say I was banned from our game verifying, which is like a subreddit where people submit cartridges or sealed games or whatever, right? And people there and the mods will tell you if it's authentic. Great resource. No problem with that, right? I think in the past 3 years, I've commented there, I don't know, 10, 15 times. It doesn't really revolve around sealed video games, so I don't really care, right? I don't really care. But it's a resource for people who want to use it. On the video, right, on the last video I did, I said that I was banned from our game verifying, which, like, I guess was not true. I was muted. My account was muted and put on manual review, so I was unable to say anything even if I wanted to. Someone reached out for help on a Banjo-Kazooie, right? They pinged me in there. So, like, yeah, I gave a direct answer and everything, and I was, like, it's like, oh, no, your posts have to be reviewed, whatever, right? I can't speak anyway, so why would I ever participate in the subreddit? Well, after the video, they did ban me from there. And I went to just check my notifications, right? I went back to the old post from 4 days ago, and just to see if it changed anything, right? Now that I'm officially banned, and they fucking, apparently you can put tags on people's names in subreddits, and they fucking put sucks goats on my name.
$180. $300.
Like, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. You can't.
Fair warning.
You can't make this stuff up. So that's the subreddit that will help you authenticate your items.
$160.
Thank God, hey. Thank God it's in good hands over there. Fuck me, man. Yeah, I think that's how you know you made it, right? I was worried that I was thinking about them too much, and that brought it all back. That it's like, okay, no, they care about me too much. Oh God, man.
Fair warning.
Absolutely insane.
$20.
Absolutely insane. Those are the guys who want you to stop saying they have small peepees? Yeah. Just not in the Discord. Just not in the Discord. But why? What would they have even banned you for? Because of posts I've made in the game collecting subreddit. Because I would post graded games in there. Sometimes I would argue with people because, you know, I would post a graded game. Wow, look at this game. And the comments would be like, go fuck yourself. And I'd be like, no, fuck you. And then I would get muted and banned. So that kind of behavior then I guess spilled over to that subreddit where they have mods who are, it's a whole fucking thing. It's a whole fucking thing. The gist of the story though, the gist of the story is that I suck goats. So, you know, we can all live a little bit happier knowing that.
$200.
Oh, I know, Ted, I know. It's very, it's not... It's not secret who it's very, 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 very likely who is, you know, doing it and stuff, but again, it's neither here nor there. They live a life of anonymity and fucking, it's whatever. It's just funny. Sucks goats. Like, out of everything. Out of everything you could put liar, you could put don't listen to this guy, you could put bad, but sucks goats? God. Oh, God, man. What a world. What a world we live in, hey? So, anyways, that's why there's a Reddit video up and why I, unfortunately, pay any attention to freaking Reddit and social media. This is what life is like when you're chronically online, man. This is life chronically online. It kind of sucks. VGPopReport.com. Holy shit, man. Genuinely, do I know who you are? Are you doing a new project? What is going on here? That is now 10 gifted. That is big time. $15, $25. I gotta know. I want to know more here. Huge, man. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Dead Smiles, Feed the Gods, YouTube, Go Hard, Timmy Ray, ST Celtic. Welcome. Can I explain Goldin private sales? Can you consign with them just a list for sale, but not at auction? I don't 100% know MLG pro tips. I actually don't 100% know. Yes, still playing Elden Ring. We'll be playing Elden Ring after the stream tonight. We got the QnA to get to as well still. I want to talk about PSA flipping Wata. I want to get your guys' opinions there. The title of the video. Elden Ring will come up after this. We're like 30 hours deep now, I think. I think it's 30 hours deep. 39 hours deep? Oh my God. But yes, Elden Ring right after stream here. That was a Lundra for $600 there. Earthworm Jim on Game Gear. Very rare on Game Gear. I know there aren't a lot of Game Gear collectors out there, but there are a few big games like Earthworm Jim, Battletoads, Sonic, Bubble Bobble. Some of the more name brand games on Game Gear are actually still collectible and valuable. This took a haircut from the last sale. Last sold October 21st, same copy. Should be the same copy, hey? 7.0 A+, last sold in October for $400, selling today for $300. It's niche. It's niche. At the end of the day, it's niche. So, but those are the more collectible titles. Whether you know, VGPopReport.com compiles the PSA and your CGC cert data. Is it you, Ponton? Like, are you the person behind VGPopReport.com? Just doing what you can to support the great video game market. Need people like you, more cheat code weekly. Yeah, like I need to know. Oh, it's not you. You're so helpful on the Reddit that I just realized you helped me authenticate my Sonic Advance before I even discovered your channel 5 years ago.
Fair warning.
That's what goat suckers do, man. That's what goat suckers do out here. All right, that's it's all part of the what we do. You know, it's what we do. Dino Crisis 9.9 A+ here, pushing its way. Beautiful copy, actually. I might play this next. I've never played Dino Crisis. I'm doing our Resident Evil 1 playthrough right now with my younger brothers. We put in like 6 hours. We're almost done the game. Might play Dino Crisis next. Right, no demo disc. No demo disc. Good catch on that, Trevor. No demo disc on Dino Crisis. Still, very nice copy of the game there. Still very nice. It's hard for me to Elden Ring. Just hard for you to get into it. No, I hear you. I'm hoping Elden Ring will be wrapped up soon here so we can get into smaller games, easier consumption. Like, I want to finish Elden Ring by the end of March. So then we'll get into smaller games. You were the underbidder on the Dino Crisis. I mean, $425, even for a late print, doesn't feel... And this might just be CGC here. Like, remember we were seeing a big CGC 9.9 premium, like, I don't know, 6 months ago, when the 9.9s and the 10s were first starting to roll out? Are we, like, seeing are we seeing a bit of the opposite now with CGC, where the 9.9 or even CGC in general is just a little bit, you know? People don't want it as much. And that's open questions here, right? These are open questions for the crowd because Parasite Eve 2 VGA 90 is nice. Open questions for the crowd here because Same with PSA flipping Wata now, right? We are 6 months, 5 months, 5 or 6 months since the actual announcement or the actual label change from PSA to Wata. We're starting to get more on eBay. We're starting to see some at the auction houses. Goldin auctions had a bunch. I don't think there was any PSA tonight at Heritage, hey? But we are starting to see a lot more PSA hit eBay, a lot more PSA. Oh, here, we had Star Wars 9.2A+. Made in Japan, Nintendo released for $300. Adams Family 9.0, 325 right here. 325 on Adams Family made in Japan. There has to be another sale, right? This is a 9.4A+ for $200 3 years ago.
Fair warning.
There has to be another sale somewhere, right? On the Adams Family. 9.6A+ CGC for $325. Exact same copy. 9.0A+ PSA for $325. I'm glad this example just came tonight. God damn.
Fair warning.
God damn, this example is really helping my whole point here. That I think in this next run, if we get a next run
Fair warning.
on video games, we are going to see PSA lead it, even though Wata Games is the exact same thing, right? Even though Wata Games, you just cross it to PSA, I think we're going to start seeing more and more and more arbitrage opportunity present itself as new entrants into this hobby, whether they're coming from Pokemon, whether they're coming from other hobbies, right? If they're coming from comics, you know CGC, you know PSA. If you're coming from Pokemon cards, you know CGC, you know PSA. As much as, you know, we can talk about how much we love the Wata casing, it looks better, whatever it is, I do think PSA is going to start here. Start flipping Wata games more and more regularly. You have about 100, what'd you say there?
$110.
You have around 100 Wata games valued between 1 to 300. You're unsure if you should pay to recase them? Nerdery. I'm in the same spot, dude.
Fair warning.
I am in the same spot right now. I have a lot of games valued in the 1 to 300 range that, even right now, they're kind of languishing on eBay. I have a lot of stuff just sitting on eBay, not doing nothing right now. I think I'm going to take a shot here, recasing a lot of stuff. Like, purely just to see if I do get extra hits, if I do get extra oomph on it, right? Now, it is hard to, like, find like sales between the exact same games, you know? Of course, we're going to see the most volume going through Pokemon. This is an interesting one that did just stand out to me. Pokemon X second print. PSA 10 for $600 fixed price, right? What is it? 4 or 5 days ago. Where the hell is the copy? Someone sold a different copy of it. A PSA 10, same. It was on my Wata one.
$190.
9.8A++. Where the heck was it? Right here. $225 for a 10. $600 for the PSA 10. $225 on the Wata 10?
$200.
Are you kidding me, guys? The same game with a different label? I don't think it's literally the same exact copy, but you know what I'm saying here. You got people willing to drop $600 freaking dollars on the PSA 10. Again, both are second prints. Versus someone, you know, $225 on the, oh, whoops, wrong copy. $225 on the Wata one. And just for my own experimentation here, right? Now, I'll let you guys know how it goes. But I did pick up this game right here. Pokemon Puzzle League. 9.0A+, right? I purchased this for $500 US March 8th. I bought it 2 or 3 days ago. $500 US, right? I'm going to send this to be recased as a PSA label, and I'm going to try and resell it. That's it. It was sitting on eBay for 2 days. He accepted my offer. It was listed at $550. I offered $500, and they accepted it over 24 hours later, right? So if they would have gotten a better offer, a bin, whatever, it would have, you know what I mean, right? I was able to submit an offer for $500. I'm going to swap it to PSA, and we are going to see if I can if that alone is enough to bring in profit. Because if that works out on Pokemon stuff, If it works out with Pokemon stuff, we are going to enter into a stupid realm of arbitrage opportunity, relabel opportunity, and quite frankly, I mean, I believe this right now already with what I'm just seeing. With what I'm seeing with Pokemon stuff right now, just, you know, if you don't want to put anything else in there, what I'm seeing with Pokemon is that you should not sell anything Pokemon before you relabel it, period. I wouldn't sell any Wata Pokemon right now without relabeling it. I will just put that out there for the world. You have a Wata 10 with a slipcover that PSA can't handle right now. Ah.
Next lot. 120.
Ah. When you put in offers on eBay, do you normally show them comparables in their prices? Oh, God, no. God, no. Shoot your low ball and walk away, right? I'm not going to try and explain nothing to someone. If you're getting into explaining prices and comps and you're not going to... you're not going to get the sale anyway. Final Fantasy VGA 95 PS3 first print. FF13, some lightning goodness. Remember how good FF13 was? Do you guys remember how great 13 was? And who could forget 13 too? But what about 13.3? Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 you guys, is all I can say. I own 13, the first one as well. I will probably never buy 13.2, and I will never buy 13.3. But I do own 13. I think I have a 9.8A plus on 360. I think slipcase stuff is coming soon here. Jared, to your point. Or not Jared, sorry. White Glove Game Collecting. Claire did mention something about slipcovers starting to be accepted or working or whatever. You know what I mean? I think it's coming. It's not fully, you know, rolled out yet or anything, but I think it's coming. So slipcover DVD case fits most of the time now. Switch doesn't. Is that what it is? Is Switch still 85 plus Suikoden 5 for $200? Oof. Almost wish I would have thrown a bid at that. Isn't Suikoden 5 still like $100 and some CIB? Am I wrong? 85 plus on that for $189. What the hell does Suikoden cost? Let's just check quick. Did you win it? Nerdery. Did you win the Suikoden 5? PlayStation 2, Suikoden 5, $100 CIB. Yeah, that's insane. $100 CIB. You get yourself a factory sealed, like pretty damn mint condition one there for what, 179, 189? Oh yeah, we brave browse out here, baby. We've been brave browsing for like, God, probably 8 years. Long time, brave browser. Did she say if you want that right now, you just have to make a request and it should get accepted? I think so. Oh, DVD size is here, but Switch isn't. What is wrong with water-graded stuff? Just not valuable anymore? It's just going to phase out, Poker. Like, I mean, going back to my video I first made 6 months ago, the longer PSA exists, the more Wata is going to phase out. You know, when everyone was freaking out in the first 3 months, first 2 months, oh my God, we got a recase, we don't recase, what do we do? And of course, you saw nothing, right? Nothing happened. Now that games are actually entering in, and if games start getting momentum, and if games start getting new people entering in, nobody knows what the fuck a Wata is, and Wata doesn't exist anymore. And if you Google Wata games, let's just see what the first thing is here. Oops, I went to Pop Report. Wata games. PSA is, there's me. That's me right there. Our game collect. Maybe this is why they hate me. Maybe this is why they hate me. I'm too damn smart. I take over SEO. That's my post. Don't use Wata games for grading. I beat this one. This used to be the #1 right here. A warning about Wata games. Wata is becoming PSA. Me. Fuck, I still don't have Pat. I still didn't beat Pat, that son of a bitch. As soon as you start going into Wata games, you're going to find scam. You're going to find that Wata games is a scam, right? It's just going to be one of the first things you come up. So, like, it's one of those things where even if someone wants to get in there, it's just not a positive outlook on anything. It's the whole reason why they rebranded, right? Like, let's not kid ourselves. The whole reason they rebranded is to get away from the Wata stigma, as long as they tried to hold out. The question is if there'll be any game that will be worth keeping in a Wata case because it's Wata. I personally don't think so, Condition Upgrade. I know people have said that, like, oh, because you can't make any more Wata games, Wata-graded games will be rare, you know. Is NFR going to be a thing? What do you mean, Miguel? Which kind of NFRs? NFR cartridges going like Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, like demo cartridges, absolutely are a thing. And if PSA starts grading like N64 carts, or if by chance we can get GBA cartridges and stuff, it's only going to be bigger. But NFR is very real. The collectors are very real. Suikoden 5 used to be like $250 CIB. Yes, dude. That's why in my head I was like I thought Suikoden 5 was still up there with the tippy top of PS2. Did Suikoden 5 get some kind of re-release or compilation or something like that? Because I am surprised how much down it is as well. How down it is overall. What was the announcement earlier? You haven't seen an email yet for PSA? What do you mean the announcement earlier, Teet? Sorry. You're about to bid on a vintage palm top PC from a hospital, but you're not sure? Sounds sick. You prefer to buy graded games with PSA labels over all others because you're still relatively newbie and you just don't want the hassle of having to swap it. Of course. Like, of course. I fully get that, Metal Drummer. And to the point, do you need to crack the game out of the Wata cases? No, do not crack it. If you send it within the case to Wata already, you can do reholdering. And the reholdering is like $25 or $30, so it's cheaper. So don't crack them out if you just want to swap them to PSA. It's cheaper to send them in the casing. Sorry, someone else said something else there. I wanted to, yes, the hassle of recasing it. Yes. You guys are probably seeing, right? Big news in the PSA card world right now. PSA damaged someone's Deoxys card when they were recasing it. Right? Apparently a $45,000 card, or the most recent sale on it was $45,000. PSA was going to pay him out $20,000, which is like an average of the sales. Internet is furious, right? Big scandal. Oh my God, PSA is scamming the guy. But the gist is that he sent it in to be relabeled, recased. PSA fucked up the card. It went from a 10 to a 6. So as you say, Metal Drummer, that you don't want to deal with the recasing process, the recasing process itself is not infallible, is not like there can be issues through the process. People do pay a premium to not fuck with that. So, you know, I said it again back in the video 5-6 months ago, there's going to be shit that gets damaged through the recasing. There's going to be stuff damaged in shipping. There's going to be stuff damaged by PSA. There are going to be casualties, unfortunately. So, it just is what it is. Yeah, the comp was on the PSA Vault, exactly. The last comp was on the PSA Vault, which is really funny, Jeff, because I think most people who are following that story, who don't know anything, are like, oh my God, PSA sold their own card. But it's like I have stuff listed by PSA on eBay, right? It's anyone. That Deoxys card could have been sold by anyone. PSA on eBay handles thousands of people's cards. So it's like, you know. But I genuinely think a lot of people are just seeing that like, oh my God, PSA on eBay sold the card. They're selling their own cards. It's like, for fuck's sakes. And now that Moist Critical, Charlie jumped on there, it's just a fucking lost cause. Right? Now the largest voice, the largest narrative is now PSA is selling their own card on eBay. What do you do? Right? What do you do? Recasing for games is less risky? Sure. Like, sure. You know, we can say it's less risky. We can do a risk analysis if you want versus cards, but the fact remains. Yeah, their market value assessment was an average over multiple previous comps. Which is how insurance works, right? Like, Like, the thing with the whole story that gets me is everyone is like, oh, but the last sale was 45,000. It was 45,000. And it's like, okay, what if, hear me out on this, what if Buddy's card was, $20,000 and the most recent sale was 12,000? Right? He'd be pissed off. Well, it sold for 20,000 2 months ago. Like, yeah, I don't know. It seems extremely logical that you do an average insurance value based on multiple sales within X amount of time, not just like, ping, there's the value, ping, 45,000. I don't know. But yes, they at this point, there was an update on the Charlie video that the seller said he's going to have an update from PSA or whatever. So, and yeah, they still gave him back the card. You won't win. You won't win. This is one of those like public facing, like you will not win. So PSA should just pay it out and like GG's. But even now at this point, it's a no-win scenario. Everyone already, travesty. I agree. It's a travesty. It fucking sucks. There is no good. It sucks. Yes, send your Wata games to PSA for recasing without cracking them. Yes, absolutely. Was their number actually an average? I don't know if it was an average or not. It's such a low pop card, Jared, that I genuinely don't know. Like, how many PSA 10 sales does it even have in the past year? Right? So, is that the biggest worry when you send games for recasing? Yes. Yeah, you get your stuff damaged. That is the biggest issue. It's the only issue. Technically, their seller account, and so PSA has undeniable recent market data, and the card was trending upwards in value. It was actually probably worth around 60K. I mean, I heard that the seller said he had offers of 60K. You know what I mean? I heard the seller say he had private offers of 60K with no money changing hands. Quite frankly, you have to ignore it. You know what I mean? With no money trading hands, you have to ignore it. You have to, like, what are you going to do, right? Oh, well, no, you can't pay out this much on my game. I had some guy in my DM saying he would offer twice as much. Like, yeah, you're right. I offer 20,000 for Celeste, right? What am I supposed to do? Tell PSA that they were going to, Oh, no, that was genuinely Omsword. That was part of the story as well, as to why people are saying it's worth way more. So, no, I've never had something damaged in a recase. A recent sale of Snatcher Mega CD Spine card sold for 1,000 euros. Do you think accessories like that will ever be graded and sold? VGA probably can grade it, right? What's a Mega CD Spine card, though? I'm not even 100% sure what that is, Miguel. Brand new, even used accessories, odd-shaped stuff can be graded with VGA. So, assumedly, they would already grade it if it's, I don't know 100% what it is, but VGA should be able to handle it as is. Niche markets like that are always probably going to be niche markets like that, but very clearly there's value and buyers there, so. Yeah, it has more value to the story. Unironically, yes, 100%. That Deoxys card is way more valuable now because of this story. I didn't know what the hell that card was. I'll show you guys the card. Deoxys Lenticular. It'll probably be the number one story here. PSA destroyed my PSA 10. Yes, of course it is. So here's the card, right? That's the card. It used to be a 10. You can read it if you want. As per our policy, would like to offer the market value difference of 19,250 in the form of credit. Right? So that's the difference between the 6 and the 10, I think is what they're saying then. Originally was a 10, fair market value 20,000. Now it's a 6 and it's worth 750. So kind of funny there. Yeah, this is the whole. Then see, here's the other sale, 45,000. This is the issue. July 23rd is the other sale. June 17th is the other sale. Like this is the actual sales history right here, right? So when we're talking about a $20,000 offer, if we go back 1 year ago, it sold for $5,500. It sold for $10,000. It sold for $15,000, and it sold for $45,000. That is where the $20,000 is coming from, right? It's like a function of all of these here. Now, sure, we can say that between the 15,000 and the 45,000, it's what, like 7-8 months right here? 6 months, 7 months, right? 6, 7. So it's a big gap right here, 15 to 45. But like I don't know. I don't think you can just look at $45,000 and be like, yep, like that's the value of the card, $45K, a card that sells 5 times in a. It's a tough spot, man. It's a super shitty spot on something that has like no liquidity, you know what I mean? But the card itself, it like reflects. It's lenticular, so there's 3 different arts on it. So if you like put it, the old agendas, if you flash it around in the light, you'll see different pictures. Pretty cool, pretty neat. But yes, that's the big PSA controversy right now. I don't even know how the hell do we get on this? How did we go down that rabbit hole? Why did we go down there? What happened? How'd we go down that rabbit hole? Anyways, it is cool. Oh, yeah, that card is absolutely more valuable now. Because now every single person in card collecting knows what that super niche Japanese card is. I had never heard of it or never seen it prior. So, there you go. Right? There you go. We're all a little bit more Deoxys smart now. You think what they should do is have a max amount of deviation from the last sale. So take the average, look at the last comp, and see if it maxes out the percent. Makes sense to me. It has to be some kind of function, right? It has to be some kind of function. What do you think about Wata 9.8 A++ Breath of the Wild first print Switch? Should you still send it to PSA? Yep. I mean, I'm at this point, Poker, I'm not sure there's anything where I would say, oh, I'll leave it in a Wata casing. I think that if it's not now, if it's not this year, next year, the year after, you'll probably have to recase eventually. I don't want to say have to. I don't want to say you have to recase, right? You don't have to do anything. But if you want to take it to market, yeah, you're probably going to have to recase. Right now, I don't know if you'll see a bunch of big difference with Switch stuff or PS3 stuff, stuff that's a little bit more gamer collector oriented. But PSA would be like 30 days, give or take. Do you think controversies like these affect other branches? Yes, I saw on your Q&A there. Let's start the Q&A session then. We're already 42 minutes into stream here. We had to talk about PSA controversies apparently, so let's get into the Q&A. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. You can get in on the bi-weekly Q&A session. Every 2 weeks, you guys can submit questions. You can, ask me whatever you want to know. It's my way to talk about you guys, or talk to you guys. Oh, no, don't want that one. Don't want this one. There we go. Tuesday live Q&A 2. Oh, let's do the Q&A. Welcome to the Q&A. What will you ask today? Someone clipped that so I have a song. That's perfect. That was flawless. Yes, the auction itself. Oh yeah, what's the time? 32 minutes on the board. 32 minutes. We still don't have a sub 30. We still don't have the world record. We're looking for a sub 30. That was a 32:28. Ooh, good run. No doubt about it. Good run. It's a good run. 32:28 will get you on the leaderboard. No doubt about it. But, competition is ramping up. We're looking for the first sub 30. Competition is ramping up. Coins of an index that tracks the total state of the entire market, so you can comp values for items with very low pops and high values. No such thing exists for cards, as you know. I don't know if it does either. There's like card ladder and stuff, but, that's the card's pretty infamous for because some Instagram bro was buying it on consignment and then refused to sell it at the agreed upon price. This was when it was worth like 4,000. Nice. Fantastic. You love to see it. I love when consignment guys... my favorite is when they just don't sell the stuff or when they lie about the price they sold it for. Wasn't that the what, Charizard King or something on Instagram? Wasn't that like back? Oh, that was a while ago now. Just lying about the price he sold it for and then pocketing more money for himself. Oh, you love it. That's, hey, That's why I consign with Goldin auctions. I know I'm getting the price it shows. Anyways, welcome in. Q&A session for today. My girlfriend says it's our sealed video games now. Is that true? Yes. I've been with my girlfriend for 15 years. I'm absolutely screwed if we break up. Best sources to buy legit Pokemon CIBs in Canada? I mean, it's eBay. It's eBay or Facebook groups, Hex. You can join, like, there's Canada Video Games Buy and Sell, and Retro Canada, I think, are two good Canada pages. Now, I'm a Canadian myself, right? I just bought a game off a Canada page. So, if you're not going to eBay, you got to go to the Canada pages. But realistically, you just have to learn how to identify fake versus... You know what I mean? Any source is the best source, so long as you have the information to identify fake and real. That's what you should try to do. When do you think we'll be getting a new price charting gamer stonks platform? A new price charting gamer stonk style platform. Could be this year. It could be this year. Could be this year. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Imagine a 15-year girlfriend investment getting rug pulled. That would be the long gone. The Secret Wonders Lugia made that card pretty famous as well. I don't even know that one. Elden Ring after? Absolutely. Are you hinting at something? Can't say anything. If you're buying an expensive sealed game and you send the money, how do you avoid getting scammed? Use PayPal goods and services. Use a credit card as well. So if you use a credit card through PayPal, you have like PayPal insurance and you have credit card chargeback at the end of the day. So you're pretty safe on that. Pretty safe on that. Your PayPal goods and services it's pretty good. Your credit card is the, an even better one. Yeah, 35,000 subs. We freaking did it, boys. We freaking did it. We hit the big 3-5. No one's even in here congratulating me, Justin. It's insane, You grind your whole life, and once you reach the pinnacle, no one says anything. Right? You grind your whole life, and once you finally hit 35,000 subs, what do people say? Nothing. No one says nothing. Absolutely crazy. But yes, the grind to 35K... The grind to 35K was, oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Just a quick aside here. Quick aside. How can we see sub count? Subscribers. How do I see what subs have done in the past 2025? 2025. Yeah, only 881 subs all last year. Audience. Yes, audience. That should do it. Audience. Subs. Monthly. Subs. 881 subs all last year. It took an entire year. An entire year to go from 34,000 to 35,000. What the fuck? Absolutely insane. And that's with 1.56 million views. 1.56 million views, and I couldn't get 1,000 subs. Ay, you guys. Absolutely crazy. It's insane. Absolutely insane. VGPopReport.com. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. You got that reference? I'm glad someone got the reference. Bigger number, better person. 36,000. I'll see you in 2027, man. 2027. That's when we'll get 37,000 subs. Another 10 gifted. Slap Me Silly, Sage Swift, Mr. Ghostbusters, Retro Games, Hi-Fi FF7, Kitten, Official Meow, James Driver, my NY Sheikah, Jenny, A Recipe Collector, Ryan V. Jones. Kitten Official Meow, hey? I'm in. The site uses Pontons and PSA data. Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna have to check out VGPopReport.com personally. Well, let's just go there quick. Jeez, I'm sorry. We're getting so off VGPopReport.com. I probably have to put that into the actual URL, don't I? Ultimate Sealed Video Game Database. Here, you guys can go play with it. You guys can go play with it. Yeah, he's sponsored enough, right? 41 consoles, 18,000 games, 35,000 variants. 222,000 graded games. That is fucking insane, man. Yeah, this is going to require some playing here. 0 pop variant games. That's cool. Is there anything on NES? 10-yard fight, hang tab, matte sticker, gloss sticker, of course. Bill Elliott's NASCAR Challenge with the trip offer removed? Clue Land, of course, gloss sticker, hang tabs. Man, this is really cool, the Pop Zero. That's a cool screen right off there. You approve of this form of paid advertising? Hey, so long as it's relevant to what we're doing, I have no issues, right? If it's a relevant product, if it's something I like anyway, no issue. This Pop Zero screen is really cool. Like that, I'm going to have to just play with this. 2002 FIFA, 2006 FIFA. This is on GameCube here. All-Star Baseball 02, 03, and 04. No one's graded American Chopper 2. Feels bad, man. There's so many GameCube games that aren't graded. That's crazy. Yeah, very cool. Very, very, very cool. I'm going to have to play with this website a lot more here because this seems super neat. Grade distribution. What if we go to NES then? Nintendo. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go to like NES. Where is it? Nintendo. All consoles. Nintendo NES. PSA, CGC. That's crazy. 15,000 PSA, 3,600 CGC. Yes, if you guys don't know, CGC Pop Report does exist. It's been made by the community here. Like, you can see what CGC has. So, that does exist. You can see it. I probably in here. If we go GBC. No, these are still 0 pop. Home. You can look up individual games, right? Search by title. Yeah, if we go, I don't know, Mario 3. You can see, yeah, more Burger Chews versus the entire CGC PSA game pop. It's insanity. Absolutely insanity. Mario Kart World, made in Japan, pop 40. CGC has 40. Yeah, that's very cool. Why did it filter to CGC? Made in Japan, pop 40. CGC. Are there no PSA graded copies yet? This site has very early internet vibes. Yes, this site is very database heavy. This site is not a UI site. This is a PSA doesn't do Switch 2. That's why. There it is. I knew there was an answer. I knew there was an answer somewhere. Yeah, so there we go. PSA. 3 copies of the second print, multi. It's really cool. This is really cool. Really cool website to see both CGC and PSA in the same spot. Yeah, very neat. Very neat. I appreciate you. Check out the website. It's just cool. I need to play around with it more when I'm not like on a live stream because you know what I mean? It requires actual it requires brain power to know what the hell is going on. But that's awesome. Very cool. More resources are just better. So I appreciate you doing it. What is a good indicator for new VGA cases selling for more? Yes, the VGA cases, right? Did you guys see this? Well, this is what I was talking about last stream, I think it was. Very last stream, we were doing this. Get this manga. Frickin' manga pumpers, hey, I tell ya. This right here. The before and after. Can I just pause this? Yes. Before and after VGA, right? When I was talking about the new labels, people recasing, people doing all of this, like turning your 80 plus into a 9.0. I think 100% that 9 at the bottom now is going to sell for more money. 100%. There is such little doubt in my mind that this right here is a plus EV move. Now, it is still very early. VGA only started rolling out the new labels, the new scale. I think it was like February was the actual rollout. So you know what I mean? It's still going to take time. But this right here is just... And I mean, fuck, call me crazy. I think I prefer the new one. You got the subgrades on there. You got like more information. I think it's a winner, man. I know I was kind of harsh right off the rip. I know I was a bit harsh right off the rip with the new VGA label changes and stuff, and I still don't agree with what they're doing at the top end, where like 95 plus is a 9.9. You know what I mean? I still don't fully agree with their scale changes, but like, I think that's a winner, man. I think it's a winner right here. What are the subs? I think it's Box 9.0 and Seal 9.2 on that one. 9.0 and 9.2. Yeah, think like a noob, right? Bigger number, better person. So I don't have actual data for you yet, Treehouse. I don't have data for you yet, but I think we're going to start seeing some roll in. Should you hold all your 9.6A plus better Switch first prints? Yes. I think they're holds. Maybe you guys feel differently. I think the rush on first print Nintendo Switch has cooled off right now. Prices have kind of come down. More have been, you know what I mean? Especially like 9.6A plus. What is that on Odyssey? What's a 9.6? Yeah, like $300. It's just not. Hold. Switch will absolutely see another rush. People will come in again. You missed the big window. In my opinion, just hold on to them. They're good. Yeah, what about Switch 2? Yeah, there's not a bunch there. You were talking about Pokemon earlier. Is it time to lock in the profits or hold? If you've bought Pokemon, this is to the point of always be selling here, White Glove. If you've bought Pokemon in the past, like if you got it cheap, don't sell everything. You don't have to sell everything, but like list some stuff on eBay, right? See if you can get some bites. Like, unless it's your personal collection, I get it, right? If you don't want to sell your Pokemon, don't sell it. That's completely fine. But like, I do think you should at least try to get some. Will CGC recase your Wata stuff? Yes, but it doesn't guarantee the same grade. CGC does have a crossover, but like, it doesn't guarantee the same grade. A 90 Mario Odyssey went for $700 last night. Yeah, hold. Absolutely hold. How will you leverage Ken Goldin's poll to approach Logan Paul now that you're a Golden boy? I don't think I will ever meet Logan Paul. I don't think I will. Now, I get it from a pump the market perspective, but like, no. Just no. There's lines somewhere here. There's you know what I mean? Just no. Nah. Oh, what do you mean? Why'd you get blue balled on alms? Bigger number, better. Why'd you get blue balled? Did you have a question in between there or something? What are you on about? What are you on about, blue balls? What do you think about lower grade Japanese games? Even when you're not stingy with grades, you tend to wait for better condition stuff. Get placeholders. Get placeholders is my idea there. Get placeholders. Because the Japanese cardboard, so much of it is very rare. If you see a VGA 80 or an 85 and it's like, you know what I mean? If it's within your strike range where it's like, oh, it's $300, get the 85. Just upgrade later, right? But I think some of this Japanese stuff is so rare that you should get the placeholder just in case you don't get the opportunity to get a nicer one, or if the nicer one comes up and it sells for exponentially more. Yes, you asked a question. Oh, your take on this. Yeah, you got cucked. You got cucked big time. Gosh, yeah, you made your grading label tier list. The definitive grading label tier list. How could I skip this? I can't make it bigger. I got to make it bigger here. Open a new tab. The grading label tier list. Are there any hot takes? I mean, tag at the very top, man. I don't know. NGC doesn't even look nice. Like, your S tier. Click on the link for high tier. Does it go to a nicer one? You don't have a link. Oh, here. There you go. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, man. You had some crazy ones, in my opinion. Like tag, NGC, this roller thing. What the hell is this? What is this? What even is that? That's an S tier to you? I don't know, man. Those are your S tiers? And tag? The tag label, which doesn't even have a label? It's like a false label, man. Nar, 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 nar. I don't know. Your S and your A++ are just the green bean. What do you even put? Why don't you have the deep badge up here? Where's the deep badge rank? You didn't even put the Wata deep badge on here. You got the beans, you got the CGC beans, but you don't even have the deep badge. How am I supposed to take a label tier list seriously when the deep badge isn't in the S tier, huh? How am I supposed to take it seriously? I can't. PMG, I think this is disgusting. I think this is a disgusting label right there, PMG. VGA, A tier, yeah, it's nice. I, like, personally, and I know that this, like, you guys won't all agree, but, like, this right here is close to an S tier label for me. I really like this gaudy-ass gold label. I like this label, and I know that it's, you know, I get it. It is gaudy, right? It is flashy, it is gold, but, like, I like the CGC Pristine a lot. Like, I would bump that all the way to A++. This is, yeah, it's VGA but worse. VGA but worse is what the AFA is there. Signature Series, yeah, Signature Series is nice as well for CGC. Same with the Pedigree. Like, I've said that before, like, Pedigree would slice all the way back up to the A++. It's all, everything good about the CGC label without the fucking blue. Right? Like, the CGC label and stuff, the way they lay out information isn't bad. It just, like, it's just very blue. PCCS, all these coin ones, man, are just, all these coin ones are not it. Beckett sticker, oh, God. What's this? Oh, the Pristine 10. I like the Pristines. I like both the Pristine and the Black Label. Where'd you put Black Label? There it is. Yeah, there's Black Label. Black Label is really good, too. It's just, you know, simple black elegance. Black and gold, tried and true, the tested, great label there by Beckett. Of course, I can't afford to frickin' buy Black Label 10s, but, like, even this isn't bad. The Pristine 10 Beckett label is not bad. Not bad at all. I don't mind that, because where's a normal Beckett or a Beckett Silver? Where did you put one of those? Here's a, yeah, this is dumb. Like, I hate this so much. Putting the sticker, a sticker beside it for the autograph, and the Silver 9, just, silver, just tell me I fucking suck. You know what I mean? Why are you giving my card a silver? Ugh. It's funny that, like I genuinely like the Pristine here with all the gold, but, like, oh man, this silver label is barf. Barf, gross, ugly, hate it, don't want it, nothing to do with it. The CGC all the way down here in C tier. Yeah, like, you have the normal PSA card label as well down in C tier. I think you're crazy. I think there's no, oh man, there's so much I disagree with your tier list here. The PSA label is below CGC's. The PSA comic label is worse. PSA comic label is worse, objectively. Like, it's worse than the video game label. Here's video games. There's comics. We were going to get this label right here until the whole community bitched about it. This is what we were getting on video games, which it is very, very, very close to being the exact same thing. But, like, you know what I mean? There's some classy changes right here. There's some classy changes to make it a little more video game centric. So we kind of dodged a bullet on that one, if I do say so myself. What is that? This looks like I printed it at home on a dot mate. Where'd you find this? Spence LOA? Who the hell is Spence? And why doesn't he own a better printer? Yeah, these are Those are certainly labels. You know who you don't have in here, though? And this might just be because you're too new, Oms, but I don't see video game graders. I don't see VGG in here. I don't see VGG. Where's video game graders? Absolutely crazy to not see them in here. No pixel label? No UKG? I tell you, man. I tell you. The CGC below the SGC. This is SGC right here. Here's your CGC 10. I mean, there's no way. There's no way you actually think the SGC is better. Do you guys actually think that? You guys think SGC has a nicer label than the new CGC? SGC is just so, like, this makes, like, I think I'm buying a graded cards from the 80s. Like, this looks like it was printed from the 80s. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this looks like a company that's been grading cards for 30 years. Yep, it sure does. At least this has some, like, modernality to it. Are not for resale really rare? It just depends which ones. Some not for resale are extremely rare. Some are not. Every not for resale demo cartridge has a good degree of rarity to it. But, like, there's degrees of rarity within it. This has grown on me. Funny enough. The Beckett manga label, it's not bad, man. It's not bad. Like, I think it's kind of stupid that they do this design still. You know what I mean? All this, like, flashing lightning and stuff. Do you have the other Beckett labels on here? You don't. This is by far the best one for manga that exists. They have a bunch of customizable ones. You can pick different colors and shit. The other ones were terrible. This is the one that kind of, like, you know what I mean? Won the competition. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. There's far worse labels out there. Far more labels. You have this up here? That's gross. The old PSA blue label is this high? Getting harder and harder to take you seriously, man. It's getting harder and harder to take you seriously. The blue label is better? You're crazy. You're crazy on that one. Yeah, where is the other one there you're saying? The Ace label. Where is Ace? Is Ace on here? It probably isn't. Ace is shit, man. The label on Ace is just... don't they do the customizable one, right? Ace grading. Images. Yeah, they do these, like, color match labels and stuff. It's just... let me get a couple open here. I don't know. I know people want to, like, have customizable stuff and your stuff will look nice and, you know... Yeah, here, you can just see them as they go. So they do color matching and... to me, it looks like an arts and craft project, Teat. That's the issue. It looks like an arts and craft project. When I grade my stuff, and, you know, my own opinions here, but when I grade my stuff, I want the degree of, like, professionalism to translate to the entire casing. Yes, communicating seriousness. It's the same reason why I love Beckett's Pristine and the Black Label, right? It's not doing anything... Yeah, Tism Tuesday, baby! Welcome in. I don't want my label to be an art project. I just want the label to communicate the information in a very stylistic, you know, I want the label to just look pristine, high class, elegance, luxury, whatever word you want to use for it, right? That's what I look for in a label. I want it to exude a certain aura. That yes, you have a card that is amazing and the company you graded it with gives a shit and like, that's what I want from my label. So it's I don't like that. Yeah, but let the card be the art project, right, Brad? Let the card be the art project. I don't need my label fighting for like eye space. Just my own opinion on that. Obviously, this one's awful. Surely, like I'm not alone. Look at this. Dude, how many you guys really like really? You like that? That's good. That's a good label right there. If you guys like it, you know, hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? I'm not going to tell you what to like, but it's not for me. It's not for me on those. That label tier list is, it's something, man. I'll tell you that. It's something. That's certainly something, Alms. That's certainly something. I appreciate you making it. Genuinely. It's fun. It's fun. Fun. A while back, you did a follow-up video authenticating DS games. I want to make videos like that, but it's been so hard to get more games in to Canada with all the tariff and shit that, like, I just don't have examples on hand. So I need to import stuff, but I don't want to pay, like, tariff fees, and you know what I mean? So doing, like, doing videos on teaching and learning and authenticating have been kind of put on hold here. Unfortunately, because I just don't get raw games sent up to me anymore. And it sucks. It sucks for everything. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that like border issues will go away sometime soon. At this point, I have no fucking idea though, right? What's the current consensus on VGA standardized? Still learning, Dane. The new unified scale or whatever, it's still, verdict is still out. How close is it to PSA? It's not. It's not at the high end. Once you get to the highest ends, like VGA 9.8 beats PSA 9.8. How do you think Goldin and eBay can improve? Do you think Goldin should shorten their extended bidding? I do, and I do think that eBay should implement extended bidding. Funny enough. Goldin right now does increments of 30 minutes. I think it would be perfect if Goldin had a single, even 2 30-minute increments. After that, we move to 10-minute increments. And we have 2 or 3, even 3, right? 3 10-minute increments. After that, we have 5-minute increments. As the auction proceeds, the increments get smaller. I think that is the optimal option for extended bidding. I think eBay should add a 5-minute extension. Personal opinions there. I think eBay stuff would simply sell better if 5-minute extensions were implemented. And I think Goldin people would, you know what I mean, have a little bit less if they, people would have less opinions if the extensions weren't always 30 minutes for the entire night. Yeah, eBay was supposed to be testing it out with sports cards, but like, I don't know where it's at anymore now, right? I don't know where I've seen it. All right, I haven't seen it anymore. Pokemon Sports Guy getting into video games. What shouldn't you do to piss off the community? I don't think you can. You can't. This community is too small, Brad. The community is too small here. You won't piss anyone off. I mean, backdooring is the only thing that's really like please don't do that. I don't know how rampant it is in like sports and Pokemon cards. I'm sure it's rampant, but like within video games, it's such a small community that if you are on eBay backdooring people, like it's gonna trace back to you very quickly. You're gonna be fucking over people that like are very, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I would say. Don't do that. You'll make a name for yourself very, very, very quickly. It's a tighter community, man. So there's, you know what I mean? Your name gets around a lot quicker. That's the only thing I guess I would say about differences there. Would you say typically better to get a slightly lower grade game that's the first print? Oh boy, the the age-old higher grade, worse print, or first print, worse grade. If you're talking 9.8 and 9.6, it's not even a debate. Get the frickin' first print, right? 9.6 first print versus 9.8 second print, pfft, not even a question. If we're talking like 9.8 versus 9.0, maybe we can start making a debate. 9.8 versus 8, maybe we can, you know what I mean? Like you gotta, your first print is gonna beat so many grades. It does depend a bit on the game series, but like your first prints are gonna be, a lot of second prints you don't even want to buy at all. Period. So, yeah, I know you were asking about like player's choice games and stuff, slap me silly. Like, just that type of shit. You don't want to buy an 8.0 first print on GameCube, but you also don't want to pay for a 9.8 A plus player's choice. Like, those are both kind of dead zones, man. Yeah. You'll get a better hang of all that. You'll get a better hang of it. Aesthetically, which console and region has the best case design? Oh, it's PC big box. It just is. I know I'm not the biggest like PC collector, but dude, if you've, I don't know how old you are, right, Neil? But if you have PC big box, if you've seen them in your collection, factory sealed, VGA graded, they look so fucking good, man. Like, so good. There's barely any distractions to the art. It just looks amazing. So, yeah, that is... PC big box looks great. I also love Famicom when it's like... Famicom when it's... What are the ones? When it's like the full box art. Famicom box games. When it looks like this. Like, these ones aren't nice, right? These ones have like the like branding on the top and the bottom. You need the ones where it's the entire artwork. Where's an example? I guess most of the Famicom ones actually frickin' suck. I take back what I said. Because even Mario is like, it has all this branding. It's like a cropped photo. I really thought there were more that use up the entire box art. Here, this. Like Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Open a new tab. Yes. Something like this. When the entire box is the art. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it, right? No cropping, no, like, I love when the entire space is used. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Even like North American N64 and stuff, right? It crops your image a bit to put like 1 to 4 players, memory card included, all that junk on the box. So I love any kind of boxes that don't do any of that. Player's choice are reprints. That's all it comes down to, Slap Me Silly. They're reprints. So you can collect reprints, right? You can do it, but at the end of the day, they're reprints. So they're always going to be a lot cheaper. And then, you know, with GameCube, we can talk that the yellow banners look bad, or PS1, the big green greatest hits looks bad, but like, it's just a very hard set rule within collectibles that reprints, second prints, reissues, whatever word you want to use, they're always cheaper than the other, and usually by a big amount. New to the hobby, surprised how much less the greatest hits and players' choices are? Yep, to my point, exactly. They're just, you're buying reprints and second prints, right? So it just, ultimately, they're going to be a lot cheaper. Just is what it is type of thing. VGPopReport.com, my guy. That's absolutely insane. Is that like 30 gifted tonight? Like, dude, there's nothing more I can do for you here, man. You've bled me dry. You've bled me dry with the sponsorship pop-off. Dude. Absolutely huge, man. Truly, thank you. Jeff Mack, Himmerl Alvarez, Limas Vaznuk, Youngster Ryan, William Davidson, D-Man, Brooksmith, Story Collector, Big Felix. Welcome into the Greg Gang, you guys. Absolutely sniped on that one, man. Jeff Mack with the snipe. Let's go, dude. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Thank you, dude. VGPopReport.com. Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. Do you think the A++ premium is worth it? Oh, God. Like, from an investment perspective, probably. Like, probably, you know, if you're actually looking for value retention and stuff. But, like, if you're collecting, man, I am so happy with 9.8 A+. I am personally so happy with 9.8 A+, right? Like, I don't need to have the perfect copy on everything I buy, especially if it's something I'm keeping. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, sure, the 9.8 A++, if you're chasing investment, if you're chasing... You know what I mean? Welcome to the Greg Gang. In. Otherwise, the 9.8 A+ is a fantastic collector copy. Same with the 9.6 A+. They are great games at great value. Don't get super caught up chasing the best thing, the best games. You know what I mean? Completely fine. How much ever any carryover effects exist from PSA card or CGC comic scandals? Honestly, not much in video games. Like, you know, CGC had those massive issues with the those fake Akabane, like Pokemon Creator demo cards or whatever that were printed on a printer last year. We didn't really hear about that in video games, right? Didn't really matter. That PSA controversy that I just went over today with the Deoxys card, you're not going to hear about that in video games. So, like, they don't help, obviously, because there's a lot of people who are going to hear about PSA controversies, and then maybe you'll be like, oh, well, you can grade your games with PSA. And they'll, you know, oh, well, PSA is a scam. I heard about all this stuff in cards. So it doesn't help anything, but, like, it's not the biggest issue in the world either. There is a lot of separation between hobbies still. So, as a longtime Pokemon card collector new to video games, Pokemon games has been your segue. You just bought yellow, gold, and leaf green. Let's go, dude. I've been saying it a lot, Brad, that right now there's a lot of people coming over. You're not the only one. A lot of people coming over from Pokemon cards right now buying Pokemon games. So, you are not the only one. Pokemon games are hot right now. You would say the A++ might have better investability, but that's way too big of a topic to cover. I know. Like, it gets into very, very hard. Tried messaging me on Discord. Did you see it? Very busy and popular, so might have been missed. What are you messaging me for? What do you want? Who are you? What is the cheapest game that should be worth money? Pick your choice, Miguel. Pick your choice. There's endless options there, honestly. Endless options there. Without selection bias, do you think the cardboard 95 plus U converts to for a PSA grade? Your 9.8 A++ or a 10. Those are your only options. Like your cardboard 95s and 95 pluses are going to be 9.8 A++, probably 10s. Like that's it's going to be there. That's all it's going to be. I skipped your question. Which would you rather have purely investment? High grade standard first print or oversized collector's edition for the same? Now, dude, it's kind of nuts, Metal Drummer. It's kind of nuts because, like, I tried to buy the Halo 3 limited edition on Heritage Auctions the other night. Where is it here? Halo 3 limited edition. Halo 3. It might be collector's edition. It might be collector's. I don't know if it's collector's or limited. Looks like it's limited. Halo 3 limited? There we go. Yes, I tried to win this the other night. So it's a 90 plus here, right? I was willing to pay $1,000. Right now, the 9.8 A plus, do not sell before, is like $4,300. And you can get a 90 plus limited edition for like 1/3 of the cost. Maybe I'm crazy, but like, I do think there's something here. I think that we have lost value in these like smaller collector's editions. Yes. Oh, kind of looks like, kind of chipped away there at the side. I think some of these collector's editions now, the smaller ones, right? Not the, this is the only, what is this? Pop 2? One higher? Only one higher grade. Like, this is as nice as it gets here, Trevor. There's only one VGA 95. So it's like, I know it's not the rarest limited edition that exists. Brad, I appreciate you. I know it's not the rarest limited edition that exists, but it's like, I think at some point, these have to raise up in value. And I don't mean any of the, Skyrim big box, or even the Halo 3 with the helmet, or Halo Reach with the statue. Those are simply too big. They just are. But these ones are very nice for display. They're not that large. I think it's an undervalued segment at this point in time, personally. So I don't know, all things equal, I guess, you know, I have to go with the standard prints just because they're coveted to be the best at this point, but like, I don't know. 1.5K today, how high could it go? I would like, I think that if the 9.8 A plus do not sell before retail one is like 4,300, I see no reason that 90 plus limited edition shouldn't be 2,500. Sure, maybe it won't be as expensive as the first one, but like, I don't think it should be 30% the cost, personally. Maybe I'm dumb, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm freaking old-brained, you know what I mean? It could just be me being collecting for so long where I'm like, oh, wow, the Halo 3 limited edition, that's so cool, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Maybe. Maybe I'm just an old man saying a bunch of bullshit, but I like them a lot. Dragon Age Collector's Edition, Gears of War Collector's Edition, Mass Effect Collector's Edition. They're all small. They're very nice. I think there's something there. I think there's something there. I bid on the Oblivion one that ended at this auction as well. There was an Oblivion limited edition. I think there's something there. I think they're cool. I think they're cheap. Where are your favorite spaces to discuss sealed and graded games? Yeah, Reddit, right? Reddit, of course. Reddit. Where else would it be? Yeah, Grego says yeah, it's obviously Reddit. No, Facebook and Discord. That Facebook, Discord, Instagram. Facebook, Discord, Instagram. Those are your only options. Only options. Facebook, Discord, Instagram. Make an Instagram. Find a bunch of people who also collect and stuff. You'll be in the DMs. You'll try later. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you're up to. Your opinion on why video game collecting isn't as big as Pokemon and sports cards? Because it was never marketed to be collectible, Brad. I think there's a massive issue where Pokemon cards, you're supposed to collect them. Sports cards, they're literally useless, right? You're supposed to collect them. But for video games, it's insanely utility focused. Everyone plays games, but everyone, they're all gamers. Everyone just thinks you got to use them. So people are just like very, very, very slow to adapt to this idea, or even super resistant to adapt to the idea that, you can collect video games without playing them. Of course. But because they aren't marketed as a trading card or a sports card or whatever, you know what I mean? People act like you're stupid for collecting them. Yeah, PC Pop Reports, you got to go to VGA for that. Upcoming PSA submission, several water-graded games in both original and updated. Since the cost difference between reholdering and regrading is about $30, you're considering regrading. I would only regrade if you have stuff from like 2022. What are the best years for regrading? 2021, 2022, maybe very, very, very early 2023, somewhere in there. I think 2022 is the sweet spot. But anywhere from 2019 through 2022, 2021, 2022, yeah, like that's kind of where 2019 is more of a wild card to me. Same with like 2020. Like I just don't know what was really, you know what I mean? Somewhere in there though. Yeah, how can you find out if that's authentic? Oh, the last question there I think I'm going to do is Rick's there. Oh, Simon, you got a question way at the bottom here. Do you think we've hit the ceiling with Pokemon? Kinda, dude. Like, kind of. Calories per day. I actually started tracking this. I think I'm like 2,000 calories a day, maybe 2,100, something like that. I started tracking. My girlfriend's on like an actual big diet or whatever, so in solidarity, in support, I am also tracking. So what the hell did I do yesterday? 2,100, 2,100. No, what the hell? I'm not, this isn't right. 15, no, these numbers aren't right. My tracking blows ass. I'm still new to it. I have a day at 2,500. That was a big Friday. 2,000. I think I'm hovering 2,000, 2,200. Yeah, I'm hovering around 2,000 to 2,500. I try to get at least 2,000. So, not bad. Not bad. But I'm still new to it and I suck at it. But the what I was going to say here. Less than you expect on calories. You think I'm 2,800 plus? I'm not trying to get like bulky right now though. That's the thing. I'm not trying to bulk up right now. Like I'm consistent. I'm kind of shredding out right now. Like you know what I mean? I'm not trying to get like bigger right now. 3,500 plus to get jacked. Yeah, like I'm not looking to push 200 pounds again body weight. I hit 200 pounds like last summer. Right now I'm 188. That's good, you know what I mean? We'll make another push for 200 maybe next winter. Then we can, we'll fucking Then we'll be eating. Maybe next winter we can push back up to 200, maybe 210. We'll see. We'll see. But our duels, you asked a question here. Now we'll end it off on this. Where the hell is it? Why are some people so keen to pump the market? Do you not realize that it makes it harder for you to buy games when the market is pumped? Yes. Right? Like, yes. That perfectly makes sense. If you are purely a collector, you should not want prices to go up, right? And I think there are some people in this hobby, in this chat, in the Discord, whatever, in the community that purely do participate in this hobby from a buying perspective, a collecting perspective. I'm 5'8", Mike. 5'8", 5'9", 5'9", 5'9". Don't tell anyone I said 5'8", 5'9". From purely a collecting, only buying perspective. And I don't think that you should want prices to go up in that case. Now, someone else did say a really good thing here. Pumping is great because it gets more people looking. It gets more people finding things. It gets more awareness in the entire hobby, right? That is a great thing. So if we have prices going up, if we have awareness going up, then we can have people finding stuff, talking about it. You know what I mean? And if you're looking for grails, you might get someone who finds it because they saw a headline or an article or whatever it is, right? We have more factory sealed whatever's coming out than we've ever had before, you know? So I think there is merit to it, but like from a purely collecting perspective, it's probably bad. It's probably bad to have prices go up for you. Now, for myself, obviously, and I've never kept this secret, I buy stuff for collection, I buy stuff for speculation, I buy stuff for reselling. I do it all, right? I do it all. So for myself, it's like, oh, if prices go up, I'm going to sell some stuff. I have stuff in my collection that if prices were to shoot up 5x, no, I don't need to own it anymore, right? Some 360 games are super cool and I love owning them, but, you know, if the price went from $300 to $3,000, it changes a lot of things about what you might actually care about. Can you use that money in your life for something, right? Can you actually use the money? And I think everyone who participates in a hobby at any kind of, I don't want to say a serious level, but if you're putting in serious money, if you're spending thousands of dollars on your hobby, you should have some kind of indication that, okay, if prices go up a ton, I should probably sell a little bit of stuff. I can get back some money from my collection. I can actually utilize it in my life. You know what I mean? I always see the, like, I'm never selling, I'm never doing stuff like that. I'm never selling, I'm taking it all to the grave. And it's like why do we champion that kind of mentality? I think that is so fucking toxic. Like, what do you mean you're never selling and you're taking it all to the grave? That is not, like, what? You know what I mean? By the time I'm age like 55 or something, I'm 32 right now. By the time I'm 50, 55, I hope I only own like 100 video games total, right? As I age, as I get older, it's like I'm going to start paring down stuff and keep what I truly, truly love. If prices were to pump up again, and this is anyone can do it. If prices pump, just sell some of your shit. Wait, hold back, wait and hold back, see what the market does. Just play with it a bit, right? You just got to get a little bit more liquid and a little bit more doing stuff in and out and whatever it is. So that is why I personally, like, it's not that I guess there's also now at my point with like content creation, and I watch Pokemon cards and I watch whatever it is, right? I think there is a bit of a competition within me now to like want video game relevancy to increase. And it's purely like an inherent, I want people to look at video games like they're the fucking best thing in the world. I want them to be championed. You know what I mean? And I think it's because I've been in this market so long now and creating content about graded video games, and we've had like 4 or 5 years of downturn. It's like, I just want to see them succeed. I want video games to be coveted and cherished and treasured and loved. And And yeah, people can do that through playing them too. Obviously they can. But like, I don't know, I think it's fucking cool to see video games being chased after as if it's like Action Comics #1. I like Action Comics #1 as well. I love markets. I love collectibles. I love treasure hunts. I love it all. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, if games go down, I keep buying, I keep participating. If games go up, I might slow down my buying. I might start selling more. But at the end of the day, it's like, I want games to be in the zeitgeist. I want games to be cool. You know what I mean? I want them to be cool. I want them to be what everyone chases. That is awesome. That's kind of my long-winded answer there, right? Obviously, I own very expensive stuff as well. So if prices were to shoot, yeah, I'll sell some of my super expensive stuff. That would help my life. Maybe if I don't have anything ever anymore that's expensive, maybe I won't want the market to go up, but like, you'll be buried like a pharaoh with your DS games all around you. People who are selling love it when other people never sell because it holds and the prices go up. Yup. Yeah, it's a thing, right? Like, markets and video games and buying and selling and reselling, it's like all of us can't win. As much as it sucks, right? Like, everyone can't win. There will be people who are stuck holding the bags on everything in life at any given time and like, I don't know. Try to make good decisions that make sense to you if the market does start going up, but you're 275, you thought I was 215? You thought I was 6'4"? Jesus, nah, dude, I'm a short king. I'm a short king, man. Short king out here. Yeah, it's a zero-sum game, right? Like, what I own, you can't own, and if I'm selling to you at like a price where I profit, you have to hope that you find someone else to profit off of as well. And it's not everything, but you know what I mean. I have Digimon games, Dragon Ball Z games that I bought with absolutely zero care for the market value. There's a lot of stuff I own that I don't care about its value, right? Like, there's a ton of stuff, but there's other stuff where it's like, yes, if the value goes up, I'm going to get rid of that shit. It just is what it is. But while the price is, you know, $100, $200, it's like, yeah, I enjoy owning some of this shit for $200. But if it's $2,000, I'm going to get rid of it. That's just how I personally see the market value, all that stuff. So, you know, obviously I work with Goldin auctions now. Pumping games is like in my best interest, but whether they go up, down, or sideways, like, I'm going to be here engaging, buying, selling, collecting. So it doesn't really change things up in that sense. Do you leave the top box flap open so the grader doesn't have to crease it? I probably wouldn't, Brad, just because it sounds sketchy. They're going to open it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to play with it a bit anyway. I would probably leave it. Leave it closed. If you die with the collection, you're leaving a family to deal with the collection. Yes. The vast majority of people in your life are not going to give a shit about video games anywhere near you what you did. It just is what it is. Did you see my last message? What'd you say, Poker? If you ever need another mod, you'd be happy to do so. You're a mod of an artist who has 800k subs on YouTube. I appreciate it, dude. I don't really, like, we don't need, you know what I mean? I don't really need mods on my chat at this point. It's crazy that Rick, it's crazy you're a freaking mod, but yeah. Yes, I'll ask about Goldin private sale. I will. So, but on that note, you guys, that'll do it for the Q&A this week. That'll do it for the market talk. It's always great, always fun, always great talking with you guys. I'm gonna swap over to Elden Ring in like 25 minutes here, give or take, something like that. I gotta go eat some supper, so I might take 30 minutes. What happened with the weekly? I mean, not much. Here's the weekly, Mike. If you didn't see it, the #1 selling game was a factory sealed case pack of Goldin, or of Gauntlet Legends. That was the #1 item. 85 plus on Final Fantasy 9. Not bad. Not bad, right? Not bad. VGA 90. Pokemon Gold Japanese 687.50. Not bad, not bad. So, you know, not bad. GG's all around. GG's all around. Parasite Eve 2 for 575 is actually probably cheap for what it is. Sorry, I know I said I was ending, but then here we are. It feels cheap for what it is. Last sale, December 5th for a 90 plus was $750. Maybe no one cares about Parasite Eve anymore. I don't freaking know. But that'll do it. I'll be back with Elden Ring in, about 30 minutes here. Gotta go eat some supper. So, appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Have a good night. Huge thanks to Goldin for sponsoring tonight's Market Talk. Peter at Goldin.com. Goldin.com. Reach out, consign, all that good stuff. Have a good night, everybody.